welcome to the video. We built an exhaust for this on a budget. Sounds like it's like a NASCAR. It sounds like a NASCAR. It's got X-pipe, 2.5-inch stainless steel. It turned out really well. I think you guys saw the preview. It's loud in here. My ears are ringing. I just fired it up. But check out the video. Wait till the end where you actually hear this dang thing run. What I ended up getting to do the exhaust. It's $130. It's 2.5-inch and it's stainless steel. I thought it was a pretty good deal. I got some new collectors, but I don't know if they're gonna work, so we're gonna have to take a look at that. But there's enough in here to do probably 3 or 4 exhausts the way I'm gonna end up doing it, which is pretty sweet. Like I said, only $130, so got some hangers too in that box. I wasn't able to use the new flanges, but I got the old ones cut off, and this is kind of the general idea of the exhaust, minus like those aren't gonna be there. They're gonna be straight pieces, obviously, and then the back they're just gonna shoot. The goal is to have it shoot right out the side, right before the ladder bar. But again, my neck hurts. I'm cold, but we got the X-pipe in. Well, it's not welded in, but it's lined up. And I was originally gonna mark it and then pull it out, but I don't think that's gonna work. It's really close, so I think I'm just gonna have to hopefully not burn the shop down because I have cardboard under it and it's stuck underneath the jack stand. But I'm gonna get a couple tacks on it and then pull it out and try to weld it all the way up and see where it goes from there. That are all welded up. You can definitely tell the difference between the like 2 fresh pieces of metal and the rusty and the fresh piece of metal. Definitely helps a whole lot if you prep everything right, but it'll hold. It looks all right. I didn't use like the stainless steel wire or whatever, so I'll have to I have some high temp paint I'm gonna shoot on it, but I'm gonna throw this back on the car. Hopefully everything fits. If not, that would really suck. And then we'll start getting those lined. Ooh, we got it smashed. It got a little more smashed than I really wanted it to. I got everything in place in here. Well, roughing it up a little bit, and you can see that the passenger side's a bit shorter. I kind of marked it off right about here, so I'm hoping I can cut that. And they'll be about even, and then I'm hoping the angle's right where I could just pop them right in here. But I'm going to pop that out, cut it, and toss it back in, and if it looks good, I'll mark it up, and I'll get it welded in. Even though I should tack it in first, but I think I'm going to just try to weld it all the way in and just send it. And then I was looking at this, and one of these, it's like almost a 45, that get it in here right about, we can actually send it out this way, and we can cock it where it's sitting like that, which I think will look pretty sweet. Probably get it pointed a little bit tight to the body, but it'll work because I want to get it behind the door so I don't burn my foot when I try to get in front of the ladder bar as well. I might end up pulling that off if it doesn't work, but I think we should be able to make it work. I just got to pop that piece off and then start tacking in and trying to get it looked at. Got the exhaust out. The tacks look pretty good. I'm going to end up welding the flanges on and the part of the X-pipe, and we're just going to hopefully everything continues to line up. I don't think we have any problems. I almost thought about just doing the side exits as well while I was in there, but I want to try to take it a little bit slower. We'll get these in, and then we'll put it back in and then start marking that stuff out. We had a little bit of a problem right around here, in this whole range right here. We were hitting that transmission cross member. So we have to do the unforgivable thing on an exhaust, something I never like to do, but we're going to have to, even though I'm going to have to put my other hand down so I can actually get it, but we're going to have to flatten this out just a little bit, like a very small chunk. And got her all welded up. Turned out pretty nice. I'm going to clean them up and I'll get some paint on it. The only thing that kind of sucks is the splatter on the exhaust tips. It ain't horrible. Probably won't be able to see most of it. And I actually got some of this stuff that I put on there, which is supposed to reduce the splatter. So I think that one looks fine. That one's a little bit annoying, but not bad at all. The welds look decent. I don't think any exhaust is going to get through that. Overall, I'm really happy with it. Now we just got to put it in the car and, make the exhaust hangers for it or mount them. But then we get to hear a run, which I'm really excited for because I haven't heard the car run in months. I haven't started up all wintertime. And then we're going to turn around and freaking start it up straight piped with the X-pipe. It's going to sound freaking legit. Get this out of the way. She's loose. Sweet. That was pretty painless. Woo! Ooh. It's getting a little bit bigger now. Cardboard makes this a whole lot easier. That wasn't bad. I'm sure it's gonna be a million times worse putting it back in, but that's the first time I get to look at it. Oops. Looks pretty, dang, this dang light keeps freaking killing me. Looks pretty, simple and, small, honestly, when you get out of the car, but it does look pretty sweet. I can't wait to weld it up and toss her back in. Got the exhaust all tacked in the back, and man, those giant exhaust tips look freaking sweet. Got the tips welded in. I won't fully weld those. I'll get some more tacks on them, but you know, I'm gonna blind it by the sun over there. Got these tacked in. It looks pretty decent. I got some decent clearance. I think I'll end up folding the pinch weld over a little bit just to give me a little more room. Even though I think that'll probably be plenty of space. It's not gonna rattle. Although I did notice, oh, it's really hard to see, but I noticed that the the transmission mount that I was banging the exhaust for before, that flat piece right in there, right about there, it's still gonna hit. So I actually have a new mount. Where is it at? Did I leave it in a box? It's over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Because the old transmission mount was like loose. I could not get it tight enough, and I think that's part of the problem. If you check out our next video, we're gonna actually try to get this thing on the road for the first time in 30 years. And there was some popping and putting in the gear. I thought it could have been the U joints, and I replaced those, and I think they were worn a little bit. But anyhow, I'm gonna replace that. So when I'll have it out, I'll actually mess around with the transmission mounts. The dang, what the heck is it called? You know what I mean. And I'll cut it out, and I'll probably box it in a little bit. We just gotta clear up just a little bit of space in here. I already marked it up, so we knock like a 1/4 inch out of it, and then we can box it back in, weld it in, throw it back in with the new mount in. It'll be all good to go. But I'm gonna pull this exhaust out now and fully weld it up. One step closer, and then I can just get it in there, and I can mount the mounts, the exhaust mounts. Man, that looks good. I'm pretty happy with it. Although I think I was getting close because the ladder bar is back here, and actually the fuel line runs right here, so I'm actually gonna have to move it. But getting pretty close. I didn't want to burn my leg when I got in the car, but I think we'll be fine. Looks sweet though. I wasn't gonna go with the exhaust tips. I actually ordered them. I had to wait a little bit, but I think that definitely makes it 100%. Can't wait to actually hear what it sounds like. First start, you guys get to see with the new exhaust. And I just was messing around with the timing, so she's already warmed up. Hopefully she'll fire right up. That's about as good as I could have asked for. Freaking the X-Pipe was insane. It makes it sound like a NASCAR. I'm beyond happy with the car. I can't wait to get it for rip on the road, back it out a little bit, but I was working on some metal stuff, so I got metal over the ground. So I'm not working on that right now, but that kind of wraps this video up on the exhaust. It was a whole lot of fun. It came out way better than I thought it was going to. Just a simple X-Pipe, 2.5 inch stainless. And sounds like a piece. It does not sound like a 302. It sounds like a big block. But thanks for watching. Plenty more videos on this to come.